If you're about to spend $1,000 on a video editing laptop, you might be wasting your money. Let me explain. Most people are getting this completely wrong. They walk into a store, look at specs, pick the latest laptop they can afford, and a week later they're stuck with a laggy playback, overheating, loud fans, and exports that feel like they take forever. And the worst part, they think that's normal. Let me break it down in a simple way. Video editing is not about having the strongest CPU or the highest number on a spec sheet. It's about one thing: smooth workflow. And here's the part nobody tells you. Modern editing is mostly GPU and media engine driven. So instead of obsessing with CPU generations, what actually matters is how strong your graphics processing is and how efficiently the laptop handles video compression and playback. That's why some laptops feel instantly fast in editing, even if on a paper they don't look different. Now let's talk reality. Big gaming laptops with top-end RTX GPUs are absolutely monsters for performance. They can chew through 4K footage, effects and exports. But there's a trade-off: heat, noise and comfort. After about 2 hours of editing, that stuff starts to matter way more than benchmark scores. On the other side, you have MacBook Pro, and whether people like it or not, it dominates in real-world editing stability. It stays quiet, holds performance even on battery, and doesn't randomly drop frames mid-editing. It's not always the fastest, but it's one of the most consistent machines you can use for creative work. Then there's the Windows sweet spot. Laptops like Lenovo Legion, Asus Zip Hairos, and similar creator gaming hybrids give you a balance most people actually need. Strong GPU performance, good cooling, solid displays, and way better pricing than ultra-premium machines. For most editors, this is the practical choice. Now let's make it simple. If you're a beginner editing YouTube videos, you don't need a $3,000 plus machine. A mid-range laptop with a decent GPU, 16GB of RAM, and SSD storage feels really fast. If you're working with clients, ads or heavy editing, then you need something more serious. Stable performance, better cooling, and fast exports that fills instantly. And if you care most about portability, silence, and battery life, the MacBook Pro is still the safest option around here. If you want maximum performance for your money and don't mind a heavier machine, Windows laptops will give you more raw power and flexibility. But here's the real point. Stop buying laptops based on specs. Start buying based on how they behave when you're deep in editing for hours, because that's the only scenario that actually matters. The best laptop for video editing isn't the one that wins benchmarks. It's the one that finishes your work faster, smoother, and without frustration. And if you wanna see a video about how well the MacBook Pro from 2013 performs, check this video here. Thank you for watching and please hit that like and subscribe buttons.